Hi, hey there, Fabian. So I am going to put you up to date about the software that you'll be working on right now. So the reference software is close to being completed. If we need anything about it, of course, we'll add it to the Trello board. So still continue to monitor that one while we work on this project. All right. So here is the thing. This project is a quizzing software. So it allows people to segment their leads into different segments based on questions. So let me show you how that works. So basically, we call those quizzes AIs, so for auto interview. And I am going to demonstrate to you how the software works so that you know a little bit what's going on here. All right. So here is how it works. We have a few AIs right here. So let's take this one, for example. You can see right here that we've got this software that allows us to create quizzes. So every quiz that we have in the software is linked to a client. That way, we can actually charge the client, make them pay money for every lead that comes through the quiz. Right? So we have a list of clients right here. We can select which client this quiz is for. And once we do that, any new lead that comes will be billed to the client. And there are a few things to do about the billing. I will show it to you. It's not quite complete. Here is the name. We can add a banner image for the quiz, and you're free to, of course, look around. This is what appears above the opt-in form, and I'm going to show you all of that. This is a button to allow the quiz taker to go back to the previous question. So when this is checked, we actually have a previous button that shows on the quiz. We also have a Zapier integration right here that allows us to connect right to the email service provider of our clients. So we do that per quiz because it allows us to connect it to the client's system. And then this is the billing. Now you should disregard this because we are moving out of this billing scheme, and we are moving to a new one. So this field will not be in use anymore, and I'm going to show you that. So here you have the quiz questions, and as you can tell, we can reorder the quiz questions, delete them, and you have right here, of course, where's the text and the images that we can add to the quiz, and here are the options that we have for the quiz. Now, every question has got, well, if this is a radio button question, we can actually put the HTML value of those questions so that we can do some magic stuff with Zapier afterwards. And we can actually display a question only if certain conditions have been met or not. So let me show you that on this question. So you can see right here that I actually put the values for those questions. So what it displays as is one, not a priority, right here, as you can see on the quiz, but I actually want the value that's outputted to Zapier to be 1, so that's what we put here. And this question only shows if they selected yes on the first question. If they didn't select yes, this question doesn't show. Same thing here. This is yes, and question number 2 was greater or equals to 6, etc., etc. Right? So we did a few questions here. You can look over that. That's how it works. Then, once the quiz is built, we actually need to qualify the people. A qualification means that we look at what they answered, and based on this criteria, we say, all right, is this person a match or not as a customer? And if they are not a match based on those criteria right here, we redirect them to another thank you page. But if they are a match, we actually redirect them to this thank you page. Right here, we also have a qualifier right here, so we can add multiple qualification things. Okay, and then of course when we hit save and publish, it allows us to embed as a quiz inside of our own landing page software, and we can also preview the quiz by clicking those buttons. So let me show you how that works. So this is actually the quiz. Here we have a little badge icon. We will need to make some changes to it, and we will put you up to date about that. But basically, someone just enters their name, and it will be test and a random number. And once they click on proceed, it actually redirects them to the first question, and they select the answers, and they get, right here, I just got segmented out because I was not qualified. So that's how it works. Now, if I were to do it again and answer all the right answers, so to say, so I will need to say yes right here, 10, yes. Yes, 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 yes. No. 10. I know to answer by heart because I've tested this thing so much. Yes, and I'm in Australia. So right here I will submit my answers and I am qualified because I answered all the right questions. So all the right answers, I mean. So I will click here and it redirects me to the booking page that allows me to book a call with our assistant. So this is one part that we will need to create in our own software, right? So we will need to, right now we are using ScheduleOnce for the scheduling, but we will need to actually use our own booking software, and I will tell you all of that afterwards. This is not the focus right now, so you will not see any card in the Trello board about it. That's just because we are not focused on that right now. So that's how it works. And we also have a button to skip the opt-in form and go directly to the questions. So that's the dashboard and the quizzes. And we have the clients right here, so we can add new clients to the list by doing that, all right? And we have this credit thing, as I said, we are moving out of it. And I will tell you exactly how that works and what we need to make that work. And so that's how we add a client. Actually, what we will need to do in the future is actually let us input their credit card details so that we auto-charge them by credit card based on the number of leads that they generated per week. So that's how it will work. So billing details will actually be the credit card number, credit card details, etc. But more on that afterwards. And the leads page allows us to actually check all the leads that went through the software, right? And by going to the last page, we can actually check. Right here, you can see my tests. I was unqualified on the first test, and now I am qualified. And I can actually view my answers right here, like that. And I can also void my my participation in the quiz in case someone wants to retake the quiz. The software doesn't let someone use the same email address over and over. They can only use the same email address once per quiz. So voiding a quiz allows the person to actually retake the quiz. So that's how it works. Then right here we have, well, we've got everything. So that's how it works in a nutshell. So this is the administration interface. So let me log out. And let me actually register with an account right here. So this is the order form that we had our other developer create. And we still need to fix a few things if I remember correctly. So this is how it works. People just enter their first name, last name, username, etc. So let me do that. And I will generate a password, and I will just put password in there to make it easy. And I will click on continue. So right here I need to input my my correct address, and right here people can set up the payment. So here is how it works. Someone can choose to order via credit card. So when they do, they need to input the name on cards, a card number, of course the CVV, the month and year expiration date, and if they have a coupon, they can put it here. And right here, you've got a few plans that they can choose. So they choose either to go with an unlimited plan, which allows them for $97 a month to get unlimited customer profiles, all right? Or they can choose a pay-as-you-go option, and they are billed every week $7 per customer profile that they get. Right, so they've got both options, and well, they just pick and choose right here. They also need to choose an onboarding package, and the way it works is it will just add it to their order, and this is a one-time purchase. So it adds it to this purchase as a setup fee, and then it is not billed again, and they can choose one or the other option right here. Or they can choose to pay with PayPal. Now, the thing is, our old developer told us that with PayPal, you cannot actually do this pay-as-you-go thing. So he set it up so that they can only choose the unlimited plan. If you could have a look at it and see if this is really true, I would be grateful for that, because we actually want people to be able to have both options, even on PayPal, right? They still choose their additional package here, and let's just do it with a credit card for ease of use. Whoops. And that's it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, and I will choose pay as you go. Why not? And $4.97. So I hit continue, and now I hit submit. So this will process my purchase and take me to my client profile. All right. So my client profile, my client dashboard is actually like the administration profile, but I can only see my leads. And my leads means all the quizzes that are linked to my profile are actually generating leads inside of this view. All right. So if I click here, I can actually see all the leads that my quizzes have generated. And right here, we have the top up thing right here. The top up allows people to add credit to their account, but we are moving out of this billing as well. So we will need to remove this credit thing right here and move to a completely self-service kind of thing like I showed you on the order form. All right. So that's it really. I think this makes sense. But if you've got any questions about it, feel free to ask me. Now,